deal with the real issues, Andrew Onis, and cut out your vanity thing about 15 Paris. St. Catherine or St. Catherine. Put more apartheid. See? And you see and both liar.
Hold on there.
Yes.
What is it that is so terrible about making Portmore an next parish?
What is terrible about it is that it's not dealing with the real issues of providing employment, health facilities, and so for people in Jamaica.
Woman hardly wear clothes again. We see the man them now, them pants gone below them shorts. And the man them face now start look like woman. Them call themselves dog. And that's how black people reach now for calling themselves dog. And when me look on them and say, what me drunk, bro? If mother box me in my face or thump me in my mouth. We celebrate Black History Month still. Why you're part of the people them who say last week program was like a movie. Them I watch. Yeah. So we are do the same thing this week again, you know. Not the same things them, or the same music them, but the same Black history. And you know, that's how we have to do it. Because nobody else now do it. That's how we have to do it. You know, when our musical bridge in them pass away, Freely, Hamilton, bridge who used to live with our third world and have some hits too. Yes. Pass away, we want to say condolences to them family and them friend them. And all who know Freely. Great voice in the music industry, great voice. And a whole heap of ones nowadays they even know them man there, but I know nothing if you don't know them because a whole heap of people know them and them do them work. Freely Hamilton, we call him Freely, yes. We want to tell you, say, give thanks to science and technology because the voices of the dead can still be heard through science and technology. I will give thanks to that. We're going to go to the first break and come forward. Freely, we just talk about Freely Hamilton a while ago. Same pathway. Long time artists from them time there, you know them really pathway. Live on through music. So you know, as we are telling you, say it's Black History Month. Yeah, Black History Month. We want you to listen to this. Make we stop the music and set up this. We want you to listen to this. Here we go, here we go.
In the 1880s, Ethiopia pulled off one of the greatest diplomatic tricks in history, and it all started with a single word. When Italy tried to colonize Ethiopia, they signed the Treaty of Wuchale with Emperor Menelik II. But there was a deliberate mistranslation. In Amharic, the treaty said Ethiopia may seek Italian assistance in foreign affairs. In Italian, it said Ethiopia must, making it an Italian protectorate. Menelik, furious at the deception, tore up the treaty and prepared for war. In 1896, at the Battle of Adwa, Ethiopian warriors armed with modern weapons and sheer determination crushed the Italians. One of the few African victories against a European power at the time. The world was stunned. Ethiopia remained independent, inspiring African resistance movements for decades. And Italy? They learned a hard lesson. Never underestimate a nation that reads the fine print.
I'm so glad, I'm glad to have many friends, black and white, Indians and colors, national, international. I'm so glad.
Deep in Africa, that go for that one there. So you know, we have on the line here, Joshua. Good night, sir. Joshua? Joshua? Why when I hear him? Him drop off, him the on high building.
Kyria lead. Them other little station have no roads like some.
All right, Joshua.
Greetings.
Oh, the
Good
man
night.
tell me say drop off a while ago. I wonder if it's a high building in the pan.
Why?
Oh, you the man?
I'm all right, uncle. I'm all right.
Why, your father tell me, say, I must take you right here, and if you farm food, I must slap you.
Yes, yes.
Take your bass guitar and slap you with it across your face. A long time I don't see you, though.
Yes, uncle. You don't check your WhatsApp, man.
I don't check my WhatsApp.
You don't really check your Instagram neither.
Well, mother see you upon it?
Yeah, man. I put out one of the videos them what they do in a 2021.
You mean the
Remember
video
the
with your player?
No, Dale and Grasscap and Daddy and Chris. Remember every time I hear the sound?
Okay.
Yeah, man. You can go on good on YouTube and Instagram and things.
That means I have some money to get from you then.
You better start making no money yet, uncle.
All right, we talk to Joshua Jones, son of Jack Jones, my drummer from, I can't ever tell you when, years, travel all over the world with me. And him passed away last year. And this is his son, attack. His son is a bass player. Yeah, we go the other day. Where we go?
Martin.
We go St. Martin. First time we go tour with him. So him going revive. It look like him a revive, but the school band, school band. Is that you do right? You bring it up forward.
Well, it's a part of it that the whole thing named School Jamaica now, and the whole mission is that we see the deplorable state of the music, and we believe as professional musicians and young custodians, we believe that it's our mission to teach it. You know what I mean? Teach everything what we know and include the elders them as well to help share that knowledge.
Okay. So by what medium you going to do that now? By what means you going to do that? Medium? What medium you going to use to do that?
Well, we're primarily online. We have our own platform, schooljamaica.com, and we'll be hosting master classes and a lot of online products, PDFs, book, real books and these things like, music products.
Oh, say father did have a drummer book.
Yes, the art of reggae drumming. That will be on the site one day as well,
You must press it, you must reprint it, man.
Yes, true. I need the advice.
The advice you just get the money and go a printer. You can show the printer if you go. You mean,
Right.
you don't need the advice for that.
You've done something.
All right. I see you send me a flyers. You keep something.
Yes.
Tell the people them what you keep.
All right, so February 21st, that is Daddy's birthday, we're keeping an event at Johnny's place called Schools Out.
Oh, this Friday. This Friday,
yes,
that.
Friday, yes. So the whole mission behind Schools Out now is live instrumental Jamaican music. Not much talking, not much singing at all. It's just instrumental music akin to Jackie Mitu and Scatterlights and Cedric Brooks and stuff like that,
Okay. And that is what time?
It's doors at 7 and showtime is 8 p.m.
And who make up the band now? Tell me who make up the band.
Well, the band contains Cowie Williamson on bass, the bass player for Stephen Marley.
You not play bass?
No, I have to be doing. You don't know it, go uncle. I have a lot of management stuff to be doing.
Organizing and thing. Okay.
Yeah, man. So Yinga, the violinist, the bad violinist will be on stage as well. Top brass, which includes the 3 young handsmen who run in the place now, O'Keel, O'Shane, and Randy, and trombone.
See them the other day.
Yeah, man. Makiri White, who play for Romy and Virgo, will be on drums. And Sharpman will be playing guitar. Your friend Sharpman, Jimi Hendrix.
What do you mean, man? Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix, we call him.
Yeah, man. I know when I get put in that show there with me.
Yeah, but so do it, man. All right, so tell me something now. This is the man them who you're going to use. Like, if I'm ready for carry you go out, you know, school band, are the man you ever use? Because you call us some man where plays with some other man.
Right. Well, it's a collective, you know. So really and truly, you know it already. It's really next man up. So school is more than just a band now. It's more of a brand. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah, man. Our network is huge and everybody is capable. You know.
No, man, I talk about capable. You know, I talk about if me ready and
if you
another man ready.
No, man, I'm me.
Eh?
If you ready, it's me. That.
Okay.
You ready? No, man, it's me, Chris, and Makiri and Graskas.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right, sir. We're glad to hear that. All right. So, all right. Tell me exactly which part of this thing I keep, because some people might not know exactly which part.
All right. So Johnny's place is 35 Dunrabin Avenue. It's on the like you're going towards the boulevard.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, man. 35 Dunrabin Avenue. Johnny's place.
It passed which part? It passed. But tell me where it passed.
All right. So let's say you're
How
coming
much are the
from
stoplight them?
Yeah, let's say you're coming from Africa and you pass Merle Grove and CVM on your left.
Yeah.
So you take your left now and you start the boulevard. That's a Dunrabin Avenue.
Yeah.
And you just drive to maybe this after the second stoplight on your left, you're going to see a sign that says Get Spry. Is a gym at the front, and Johnny's place is in the same address at the back.
Oh, near the big mall there, the plaza there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's right across the road.
Across the road from the plaza.
Right.
All right. Yeah, that's easy to find.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I was sorry to come. I forgot travel far the next morning, you know, so me say me will come still.
Yeah, man. And you and Auntie Jackie, you don't know you have your +1 and everything. Everything starts out.
Jackie have +1?
You and her.
Me have the +1?
No.
You say you and Jackie have +1. I want to see you, Jarrah, you call my wife +1.
No. No.
Yeah.
Not like that.
How would that laugh?
I don't know who that, you know.
Somebody around there laugh, man. Anyway, tell your mother, all right, give thanks. I talk to your mother more than I talk to you.
You don't answer your phone, man.
No, when we come up on your yard, you know, you don't sleep up there again.
True.
You don't sleep up there again, man. All right, sir, give thanks, yeah?
Give thanks.
That's this Friday night.
Yes, Uncle.
Johnny's place and Dunrabin.
All right.
Give thanks, Bridget.
Yes.
Yes, that was the son of Jack Jones. I can't mention how much years me and that Bridget they had tour, you know. I think it's about maybe 40 years, you know, maybe less, maybe less still, but it gone over 30. Because I know say from before me had the cutting edge. From before me had the cutting edge, me had him on tour. Yes, that's a serious thing. Passed the last year. Okay, we continue on the Black History Vibe, Black History Month, and that's how we're there. We have some things to play, because, you know, so we can't just play the music, so just play music, so we have something else to offer. The people them, and what we offer is really knowledge and understanding of things. Just that, knowledge and understanding. So we want you to hear this. I can see if you can line up this now. Oh yeah, I can line it up. When I line it up, line it up. All right.
In a world where empires crumbled and freedom seemed like a distant dream, one man stood tall against tyranny, a king who refused to bow. This is the true story of Haile Selassie, the emperor of Ethiopia, whose bravery lit a light of hope during World War II. When Mussolini's fascist troops invaded his native Ethiopia in 1935, brandishing modern weapons and murderous tactics, Selassie didn't capitulate. He resisted, defying overwhelming odds. He brought his battle to the world stage. Before the League of Nations, the African ruler believed he was the first to say, "It is us today, it will be you tomorrow." And his words still echo today. He warned the world of the dangers of ignoring fascism, and history validated his judgment. Selassie, even in exile, roused his people to resist. Ethiopia was liberated from occupation in 1941 with determination and assistance from Allied forces. His tenure served as a reminder to the world that even in the darkest of times, justice will always prevail. Haile Selassie was more than an emperor. He was an embodiment of resilience, dignity, and the unyielding spirit of Africa. And his legacy, it lives on.
I never meet her yet. I beat Dallas. A big tune whenever I usually get played on radio. Black is the color of my skin. I love how she do it, man. Yes. Black is from Montreal, you know, as we say. Continue the journey. We have our next interview for do. We can see if it ever come in against the person out there yet. So, meanwhile, in between, okay, so, all right, so we will take the time signal and come forward. It's 11 o'clock. And we're there up on the cutting edge. We have IRV on the line. Blessed?
That's every time, Muta. Give time.
May I tell you, man. May I tell you. All right, so we have a thing coming up this weekend, yeah? And you have me get up early morning for drive clear down a nickel in that early morning there. But I really appreciate you for inviting me still. You know, I really appreciate it. And why tell the people them what is the function about? What it is? What is it?
All right. Well, even before we go that Muta pertaining to the I as a forefront person in the movement and being so outspoken, it's hard for one really to have an event, Muta, serious event where reasoning, discussion on the way forward as a people is concerned and not to involve the I, you know?
Okay,
so
give thanks for that.
That's much we can say that about that, you know?
Give thanks for that.
Yeah, man. Pertaining to the event now, Orange Farmers Festival is all about food, farming, and especially the educational part of it and the importance of why our people should make the effort to farm and to continue to farm. Also, being in Orange Hill, you know, everyone basically who has Rasta and people who use herbs know that Orange Hill is like the epicenter of ganja in Jamaica.
Yeah.
In 2017, the cabinet approved Orange Hill and a compound as the two pilot projects that it's involved in what they call the Alternative Development Program. None of them never work out. Don't want to go into the depths of it, but at the same time, the fact that it has to take place in Orange Hill, people curious to know what's going on with this herb business. So a lot of discussion will be taking place on the herb issue and what can be done to ensure and guarantee not just Rastafari, but traditional grassroots ganja farmers in the so-called industry, you know? So a lot of reasons are going to take place over the herb, even though it is not a ganja event, so to speak.
Yeah.
But being in Orange Hill, herb naturally I got involved. And being, you know, Rastafari oriented, herb I got involved, you know?
Yeah, so you have any speaker, you have any special speaker as well talk on the subject?
Yes. We are doing some called Raga, which is Rastafari and Grassroots Ganja Association. We have from Westmoreland Ganja Farmers Association. I have been invited to be a part of the Cannabis Licensing Authority and board of director. So I am there, and we have Kamau, who is a farmer, CLA member, but deeply involved in a Raga and Rastafari mansion and organization. So discussion and other individuals naturally who will be there who can contribute to, you know, the discussion, especially as it relates to the international, what happening internationally, you know?
Yeah. So
we have not,
yeah. All right. I don't know when it starts. What time it starts?
Well, the place open up on about 10 o'clock. But
okay.
we hope to have we start the discussion then on the herb like 8 o'clock. But by 9 o'clock, we can start, the music part.
All right, tell me what the whole day going to contain. Run, we don't want what going to happen right through the day.
So the day, it can just be music, man, I pass through, collect them food, buy food, eat food, buy drinks, and who wants to stay.
Socialize.
We have colors set, and provide light and stealing and things there, So the day will be interesting to those who just pass through, some man will pass through to come back later and things, But the place will be there, open music can play and things that happen,
So the artists, them not going to perform, them going to perform in the evening?
That's come to know.
Eh?
Because, the event they can't take place without music and artists, So headlining the event, I have Bushman,
Okay.
And the Bushman and the Ganja man. We have a youth like Nature Ellis.
Yes.
And playing music, then ever revolution, talking about revolution and then later. We have Major Light, we have Okonko, we have Chad, we have Isa Strong, we have Raphael, Racktop, we have Famous, and we have a youth, Singer J, So naturally Amber will be hosting the program and give thanks for having the eye motor because a lot of people want to see the eye, not from no music point of view, but because of who the eye is and the things then that the eye always talk about. Both in terms of, the dirty politics, the continuous exploitation and colonialism and, all of them things. So people just want to see the eye and tell the eye the truth, People want to see the eye. See?
All right,
so looking forward that, the 22nd, which is Saturday coming, a place in Retirement, which is like a district within the broader Orange Hill area,
Okay.
So looking forward to people to turn up to different regions,
All right. So let me ask you now, you have a cover charge?
Yeah, the cover charge, $2,000 to come in. And,
all day,
couple or two, some of them can get $3,000 to two,
Okay.
We just want to cover cash motor, but we just want the event to happen. Hoping that we can use it as a springboard for other events,
All right. So let me ask you now, usually in them time, you usually have ones from the government who, when the talking are going, them can have some things to take back to Parliament. So you don't have any politician along the way?
No. It's not like Roots Fest, Motor.
Okay.
But I'm going to hope to bring forward Roots Fest this year.
Oh, yeah?
One that encourage even from government, because this year being 10 years since Roots Fest and also 10 years since the amendment took place, where the herb thing is concerned,
Yeah.
So, one that look upon it as a significant milestone, where things should have been, just reactivated and re-energized and remind one, both government and people, 10 years ago, the amendment took place. And what is it Jamaica, especially grassroots Ganja farmers, have for sure, since the 10 years since the amendment, economically, to be honest, Muta not now going for people. A lot of these big even companies that come on and see they're not going to make a kill, them gone.
What cause that? Why them gone? Why them gone?
Not fulfilled.
Why them gone?
One, most people who come invest their money, most of them invest it with the hope that they're not going to make money because that's the game of investing.
Yeah.
But when you look now, there's no international market for the herb that is being produced or even byproducts from the herb. There's little or no international market. Most of the herb that leave Jamaica leave in small quantities to countries, for example, Canada, to research programs.
Okay.
Very little leave here, if any at all, for commercial purpose. So that discourage a lot of these investors. So them pack up and go somewhere else. Some gone to one place in Portugal. Cool.
Yeah, but let me ask you now. What happened to the man them who used to just plant ganja and send it away? I mean, you can't do that because people are selling it back Canada. So why some man who used to plant ganja in a St. Anne and them places can't have no contact to just ship with the ganja? It's still illegal away there.
Yeah, it's still illegal, and when we read with our spiritual ministry, them and make it known, say, that's how you where them a focus them attention on the smuggling part, because smuggle and this so-called gun to trade, gun to trade movement. So there's a whole of attention being focused on smuggling. See,
no, but you see, we're not talking about no smuggling, we're talking about legitimately selling ganja in a crate.
These are things that I'm even put forward to cheerlead, and being in a St. Vincent other day one ganja event, I put forward that even from a so-called Caribbean regional point of view, Muta, and I should be able to move herb legally. Take, for example, something, hurricane or whatever, Licopal, Antigua, St. Vincent, or anyone in the country where have them herb industry. Why is it that Jamaica couldn't it send herb legally from here now to them places enough, keep them thing going until them catch themselves?
But America still have the ban upon ganja go inside America, given that them legalize it in a whole state?
Yeah, but it's all about, it's an economic game America play now. Everybody know that the economic game, because them use federal law claiming that federally it is not legal, but state to state, state legalize. These are things where the so-called leadership in the CARICOM countries move to sit down and discuss them things seriously, and Rasta have to be at the table. Or at least and I voice need to be heard in some way in terms of how should this herb movement going forward,
Yeah, but all me hear America, well, maybe not know like how Trump did, maybe reverse all of them something there, but a whole heap of people are sell ganja in America now. Where them are getting from? Uruguay? Which part them are getting from?
No, man. Then they grow a whole heap of herb in America, Muta.
California and Colorado.
The most of the herb grown in America is grown under light.
Yeah.
Under light in a house, in a basement.
Yeah, I know the basement thing. I'm going to one of them already.
See, under light. So the production cost in America is high. In comparison to GA, because GA and Caribbean countries then can grow herb naturally at less cost. But the fact that it's going to bring money into the Caribbean, the U.S. government don't want that. Europe and America move and they know for them constant aim is to keep them so-called farmer colonies in constant economic poverty. That's them whole aim. See? So, it's an uphill task, so we still have to fight. So, again, we just want to remind the listeners that this Saturday,
this Saturday. Tell me exactly the place name again for Orange.
Retirement in Orange.
How you reach there from down at the square? How you reach there?
For example, if they can come from Subway, go through Lickland and reach a place near Negril Spot.
No, wait, where say the guy, the eye them have to come for you,
No, I know that, man. No. The thing there, I say, it's like someone...
Yeah. If I'm someone I come from Kingston.
No, Muta, man. I know that, man, So,
all right.
And I want to come on Lucy and come Negril and turn around road, Just ask anyone to where you drive to Orange. And in a straight road come to where I like that,
Yeah, all right, sir. All right, well, I'll be there.
Yeah, man, so...
Give thanks.
Looking forward, see?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, man, I know a bushman really, I look forward to being there too, so give thanks to him and the other artists, and everyone that will come together to make it happen,
I know you don't call a female artist on the program.
Female?
And was no kind of female artist on the program?
You know, say, that's a desire and a greatest desire, but we just can identify one, where especially in a mobile region, because they notice, you know, a good amount of the artists then is, we now bring the artists then from out of mobile, you know? See, so it's a nice for that. And like I said, it's not a big something like a root fest where, you know, but we can use this now as a springboard moving forward, you know?
Yeah, all right, I give thanks, give thanks.
Yeah, man, give thanks, Muta, give thanks.
Yes, that is the food festival along Orange Hill, the capital of ganja in Jamaica. You know, people come to Jamaica just to go to Orange Hill. May I tell you, whole heap of people, we're going to come forward, take a break and come forward. Yes, break time. Today I'm with you, and we want to play this.
Africans to seek to regain their independence from the colonial masters. Historians will remind us that we were first enslaved, that Africans were taken, and this we seldom say. The first civilization to take Africans out of this continent were the Arabs. And they took Africans from the eastern coast. And it is sad that in that part of the world, there are not many Africans who remained, because it was in the business of the Arab enslaver to castrate Africans. We never say that, but we must say it because it is historically significant. Then the Europeans came, the Portuguese came, the Spaniards came, the Germans came, the French came, the Belgians came. Africa became the hunting ground for the European colonizers, and we were the sport. We built, our ancestors built the United States of America. Our ancestors built Europe. And when slavery had lost its shine and sheen, the Europeans abolished it. But they replaced it with yet another pernicious enterprise, the colonization of Africa. The Europeans sat in Berlin, in Germany, in 1884, and they looked at the map of Africa and parceled it out. The British had their share. The Germans had their share, and Tanzania or Tanganyika was their share, as was Rwanda and Burundi. The Spaniards were Johnny-come-latelys in the arena, and they got little Equatorial Guinea and Southwest Africa. The French were here, the Portuguese were here, and we were colonized. This time round, they did not take us away. They came here, and they controlled us, and they told us, not in so many words, that we were children of a lesser God. And we were treated as if we were children of a lesser God. In fact, they told us that on the day of creation, we were merely hewers of wood and drawers of water. And if anybody were to doubt it in 1948, it was more blatant when Hendrik Verwoerd instituted the apartheid regime in South Africa. But yet there is a sense in which the God that we worship never sleeps. The colonial enterprise ran its course, and the European tribes, the Europeans never called themselves tribes, they called them nations, were engaged in a war. First in 1918, the European tribes fought. And they had something called the League of Nations, which died. Then they fought again in 1945. And what is unique about the European nations is that when they are engaged in tribal wars, they called them world wars. So there was another war between 1945, 1939 and 1945. And after that, a new kid on the block, the United States of America, took the lead in saying that colonialism was something that was undesirable. But at that time, Africans were never quiet. Those who had been taken out had already started agitating. Many of us here will remember Marcus Garvey, of whom Bob Marley says, Garvey was a buffalo soldier in the heart of America. And many of us will remember W.E.B. Du Bois. Many of us will remember that they started agitating that Africans must regain their dignity and their independence. And indeed, in 1847, in Liberia, a small group of Africans were brought back in Monrovia, and Liberia became the first independent black nation in the continent of Africa. So soon thereafter, in Sierra Leone, they also created yet another colony. But Africa was colonized, except Ethiopia, which they tried to take in 1938 and exiled Professor Dr. Haile Selassie, and unfortunately they were defeated, as you remember, in the Battle of Adwa. Africa can defeat European tribes. This history is necessary that we are able to appreciate the freedom that we gained. So that Garvey came, W.E.B. Du Bois came, but there was another crop after the 1940s who had the advantage of European education. And there were people in Europe also who are beginning to recognize that indeed equality was necessary. And this was not anything new. In 1776 in the United States of America, the American state sitting in Philadelphia in the United States of America declared unto themselves that all men are born equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among those are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Yes.
A few years later in France,
yes, we're going to take a break and come forward. Cutting edge, break time. Break time.
History is necessary that we are able to appreciate the freedom that we gained. So that Garvey came, W.E.B. Du Bois came, but there was another crop after the 1940s who had the advantage of European education. And there were people in Europe also who are beginning to recognize that indeed equality was necessary. And this was not anything new. In 1776 in the United States of America, the American state sitting in Philadelphia in the United States of America declared unto themselves that all men are born equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among those are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. A few years later in France, after the revolution, they also recognized that we were to be equal, so that the colonized nations which had now taken Africans thought that they were safe. They had taken Leopold Sédar Senghor from Senegal to Paris, and they thought that they were creating a little Frenchman. Little did they know that they were creating somebody who would want to overthrow them. They took Félix Houphouët-Boigny from Côte d'Ivoire, and they thought that they were creating somebody who would be subservient to them. They took Ahmed Sékou Touré and Modibo Keïta, and they thought they were safe. Little did they know that they were creating the future leaders and agitators against French colonization. And it did not stop there. The Portuguese also took Agostinho Neto and Amilcar Cabral and Eduardo Mondlane to Lisbon. Little did they know that those individuals would be the catalyst that would be necessary in the process of decolonization. The British also had their fair share. They took others. They took Mwalimu Kambarage Nyerere, Hastings Kamuzu Banda, Kenneth David Kaunda, and many others to the United Kingdom, Jomo Kenyatta. Little did they know that those would be the individuals who sometimes later, and in Ghana, of course, they took the Osagyefo, Kwame Nkrumah, and in Nigeria, they took Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, and Sir Ahmadu Bello, the Sultan of Sokoto. There is a sense, therefore, in which these individuals started recognizing that having been enslaved, having been colonized, we now had to liberate ourselves. And the agitation started. And Kwame Nkrumah and his Ghana acquired independence in 1957. And I still can hear Kwame Nkrumah through the vicissitudes of time saying in Accra, Ghana, that Ghana is free and will never be colonized again. But the freedom of Ghana means nothing if the rest of Africa is not free.
RFM, #1 reggae station in the whole wide world.
Woman hardly aware because the vice intrigue him. The vice grab him. And him jump on the bandwagon. And nothing wrong if you jump on the bandwagon because you might hear a music where you love and stay upon the bandwagon, and that lead to something else. But them say you have to be inspired. Something out there must inspire you. We need a lot of inspiration as African people. Because even the idea of African people frighten enough people. Yeah. Just to say African, it frighten them. Because first of all, they must say them not come from Africa. You're not born in Africa to be African. Just like how a cow do have to born in a pig pen to be a cow. You know where the cow born? It means a cow said we. But them trick way. Them bowl a fast ball per way and lick out all of the wicked them. So we have this month named Black History Month where we should take up a book or go up on the iPhone and look for something interesting that can connect with Africanness, because there's enough things upon it. This little phone have more information and store more information than the whole of our brains. Man makes something where greater than man brains. And his man make it. And sometimes them all ask you, the phone me attack. If you look for something, them say, prove if he's a robot or not. Imagine me make that thing and tell me must prove to me is not a robot. When it is a robot. But most of the youth, them gone. Them gone. Hype up and hype up and hype up. And them feel say that is life. No interest in things that is divine or inspirational. Nothing. The next party is what them look for. Where the next party there? Or I see a brother there with a certain shoes, you know. Polo t-shirt. That there was Tamil figure. Tamil figure that around the place. White boy named Tamil figure, him no business you don't know. But the amount of money where black people spend with that man. And you know what them have? The woman them are Victoria's Secret. You know what is Victoria's Secret? Victoria's Secret was Victor. A Victor turned Victoria. We live in a world where it's very difficult for most ones searching at the rubbish and find themselves. Because everyone of us we know in the rubbish. And if you look at our life and how our life I live, it's rubbish. Rubbish surround me continuously. Rubbish everywhere. Rubbish outside our way, rubbish inside our way. We live a rubbish life. Because we can party and more party. And nobody now say enough for party. But when the party over, when the music stop play, are you still aware that there's more to life than just partying? Are you aware? Are you just waiting for the next party? You wait for it. Some people live for just weekend. Yeah. And that's why them so weak at the end. It's a terrible thing. Terrible, terrible thing. We're going to take some phone call after 12. Don't carry the program gone out there, so. Keep the program right in there, so. My favorite singers of all time, man. Salif Keita out of Mali. Same country they were run out the French them that are the out of Africa. The albino or albino from Mali. Me I tell you, him look like yellow man. Them love him in them country, yes. Yeah, man. Great artists. When the man they are performer, you feel music. Music, as you can hear. Africa is not a country. Africa is a continent with 50 odd different countries there. So the people them all in Nigeria don't even know about the people them customs and attitude and behavior in a Senegal or even in a Mozambique. People them in Ethiopia look totally different from the people them in a Zimbabwe. The people them in a Morocco look totally different from the people them in a Cameroon. Africa is not a country, it's a continent. The time is 12 o'clock in Jamaica, 12 o'clock. Brothers and sisters, there with you. So we want to play this, you know. Usually you don't hear nothing about Africa unless it's some war or famine or drought or something. But we want to play this way, you know. For sure you say, Africa have things that go on there, but the Western world news report is geared towards what terrible is happening in Africa and what great is happening in Europe or America. So while you listen to this, you know, very important. Listen.
What if the next big breakthrough in energy didn't come from a Silicon Valley lab, but from a workshop in Zimbabwe, Africa? Imagine a car that never needs charging, unlike Tesla or internal combustion engine cars powered by fuel. These new cars and a racing motorbike are being powered by something called microsonic energy. This is the reality of Zimbabwe-born inventor Maxwell Chikumbutso, a 44-year-old man and a high school dropout.
The vehicle uses what we call the microsonic energy device. Microsonic energy device, which is the the device that I personally invented in 2009, which harness radio frequencies, converted it into energy. As you know, radio frequencies, they are measured in nanovolts, meaning to say they are less than a volt. They are just like nothing. But we find a way of harnessing it through the creation of the 70% of the components in the microsonic energy, which I have tailor-made, which I have designed. So with this car, you can also use it to power your house. It is a moving generator. When you drive from work back to your home, you can connect your power cable, then you can power your house. It gives you 15 kilowatts power to power your house.
The microsonic energy-powered vehicles and motorbike will officially be launched by the President of Zimbabwe on February 10th, 2025. These cars promise an unlimited driving range, top speeds of up to 220 kilometers per hour, and the ability to power your home just like a Tesla, all without ever having the need for even just a single charge. But his journey hasn't been easy. Years ago, Chikumbutso was poisoned in the US, losing his business partner in the process. He even received threats on his life. Despite these challenges, he persevered, driven by a belief in his vision.
We were poisoned at that time. Dr. Teddy didn't make it. He died in January 2017. I survived by the grace of God. So I was always in Zimbabwe and United States of America until SE heard about myself. Then he invited the president, yes. Then he invited me to come back and put my base in Zimbabwe. So right now I'm based in Zimbabwe. Best advantage, they put it, the driving range is unlimited. I charge where I use my kids. I'm going to driver for the next 20 years. In the motor carriage, the upper market, from 2015 we have been working hard, testing needs, homologations, CPCA certifications, ISO certifications, FCC standards. Even when it comes to Zimbabwe, it went through VAT.
You are the inventor.
Yeah, I'm the one who invented the technology.
Maxwell Chikumbutso's story is as incredible as his inventions. A self-taught genius, he began tinkering with gadgets in the late 90s, building radio transmitters, digital navigators, self-powering televisions, and even a turbine engine from scrap metal. He says his inspiration comes from visions, ideas that come to him in the night.
Is there any other technology?
With this technology, no, this is the first vehicle in the world.
Where is it?
Yes, Zimbabwe.
This is the only vehicle. It's more than 3 million. I said, let them eat that 3 million. Come here, eat that.
This was a presentation to the President of Zimbabwe, who has been the financial force behind this project. But the microsonic energy-powered vehicles will officially be launched on February 10th, 2025. The highlight of the pre-unveiling at the presidency was obviously the car, which he made in collaboration with a Chinese automaker. According to Chikumbutso, he partnered with Chinese carmaker Kaiyi to make the car, which is called the Kaiyi Safe. Chikumbutso says the car has an unlimited driving range. It does not need any charging. It just works, just like that, and it can hit a top speed of 220 kilometers per hour, as well as power your house, just like a Tesla. So according to Chikumbutso, the deal is, Kaiyi provided the vehicle, and he basically installed the microsonic motor into the vehicle. If fully produced, the vehicles could cut Zimbabwe's fuel imports, and Chikumbutso suspects that the oil and vehicle manufacturers in the United States could have had a hand in his poisoning. Soon, Zimbabwe will launch to the world what her young minds can do for the country and humanity, said the president. Please support our effort to scout the internet and bring forth uplifting updates about the mother continent every now and then by donating a super thanks of any amount. Thank you.
Night?
Yeah, man, I'm there.
Yeah. Talk a little louder.
Yeah, hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, man, the virgin there from Botswana, you know, I'm going, Zimbabwe.
Yeah, Zimbabwe, yeah.
Zimbabwe, yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing, you know, but here I know. You see them invention they always, you know, when the white people them get hold of them, you know, them always So them inventing them things this up. You know? What them all do know, them all just break down that and keep it on a level, you know? Until when them can get control of it.
Yeah, but it launched already, you know. Of February it launched. The Prime Minister Zimbabwe control it.
Yeah.
Not just the youth alone, the Prime Minister, you know.
Seems the Botswana president there, the man serious, you know.
Zimbabwe.
No, I tell you about the Botswana president.
Oh, Botswana, yes.
Man serious, that's the man all of the man, the land, the man, a farm up, you know, feed themselves, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know if them are them leaders are doing here, so. If them not really take heed of them, man. And see how and look so much.
Well, them don't know. Them no person don't know where are going to Africa, you know.
So,
them are getting news from down there, land war and drought and death and all them something there.
Because when you look on all the amount of sugar land in Jamaica, and the sugar in our plant, we are buy sugar from Central America country.
Guyana.
No, Guyana, one of them Spanish country, man. Forgot to them call. You have to buy for them dirty sugar, you know. And then they said Ghana, you know, with Jamaica, you know.
Yeah.
And when I plant no sugar, and we have the land, man, I get a millionaire, them, the billionaire, them, to build a house and all them things, and the house to myself for money where Jamaica people them can't buy the house, them. See? And, but I don't know Jamaica around, so Jamaica for sale, man. Country for sale,
already. It's sell already.
You know, a time for them leaders that, you know, get some vision, man. Build some vision, you know. When you look out on all the road now, the man them patch the road and the road them coming like a roller coaster. Because when you look at some big lump them are putting on the road, you know.
Yeah.
So I mash up all the front and all them things, yeah.
Like a sleeping policeman in the road.
Like a sleeping police in the road, You see it, and, you know, you try to figure out, I say, where them people are really up to. Like, it was like them take this for idiot, you know, because the road is something where you have to keep maintaining, you know. And not hard night in the motor. All the man have to do. This is like how them pay the people when them pay for sweep street. That's all them have to do, you know, have a 10 or a dozen man way. Now each constituency with a truck and a roller and certain thing where as a pathway start, the man them just drive and fix that. See I'm like foreign man, I know nothing hard, you know. See, as they so start them drive and fix that. See, and each constituency have a 20 man or a 30 man, and them just pay them monthly. Seem like all them have the people them have sweep street a man in time. Them no want to do that. What them want to know is that when the road go bad and good, so they say how much billion for them trying to get contract for show a little dirt over and show a little mall
and
over.
10% out of the money.
And get 10% out of the money. See, it just be a hustling thing the man and depend. See, you know. Well, I don't know, the people have to start holding politicians accountable, you know. You know, we can't allow Jamaica to run down panel level. When you look now, all Portmore now, the man them turn Portmore turn Portmore in a parish. Portmore now have no hospital. The people have to pay a toll go over there. Them now have nothing Portmore now have. See, and Portmore now, and it all cost the people it all cost in the motor. Because if you live at Portmore now, you have to change all your stamp them, you know. Your license, you have to change all your address, you know. See, in the car, and you can't put St. Catherine on it no more, you know.
Yeah,
St. Catherine, you have to put Portmore. The parish of Portmore, you understand?
We have to take a break, you know. We have to take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take a break.
Here's a reggae fact during Reggae Month, brought to you by Irie FM. Winston Hubert McIntosh, more popularly known as Peter Tosh, is a Jamaican singer, songwriter, and founding member of the Wailers in 1993, after which he established himself as a successful solo artist and a promoter of Rastafari. Tosh was posthumously awarded Jamaica's 4th highest honor, the Order of Merit. That was a reggae fact during Reggae Month, brought to you by Irie FM.
Kaboom! Kaboom! Irie! Them little fool there try copy them fish. Stop it!
Yes, you there?
Yeah, but they are blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we touch on Trump now. Mutad, is it Trump? I don't want to underestimate Trump, you know. Trump is a man where, you know, say Trump, I want smart. And you check it out, Trump smart, you know. Because Trump wants to stop give Ukraine the money we are going on Ukraine with war. And Trump make the man know, say, him not run the election for how long now. So, him run an election.
Him say he's a dictator. Him say he's a dictator.
He's a dictator. See, I change something ready for change him, you know. See, because Trump find out, say, if them continue the war with down there, so with Putin, Trump, my man a Biden man, see, because my man and Biden are friends, and Trump want to cut off that. So Trump want to get rid of him completely, you know. So Trump are going to fix up himself like I must stop the war. And so what more do know, more just change him, talk to Putin and change him, and then get it back to a level where they want it. You see how the man they go about things.
I see that Trump want to be like Putin.
Yeah.
It's one of them role models. I can't tell role model go.
To him thing go, because Trump want Greenland, you know. Mm-hmm. So Trump want Greenland, and plus Trump want some more time in the White House too. So, you know, I forgot what it turn out, but when I tell them man where I run Jamaica, you know, see, because I not even know, say, money that come for the transgender, them people, you know. They never know say so much money that come again for them, you know. Because me used to question why them put up them flag. You know what I mean? See? But I know me see why the flag get put up. Because the flag take down, you know. See? So I know me see why the flag get put up, you know. But we want to tell all of them, man, seeing both opposition and prime minister and all of them say. You see them land, them sugar land the way where we have, and then land the way where Lake Hills, and them are go around and sell them friend, them work, I give them friend like them, I give them friend like them, I go farm, and then a man same change in mind, them I build house and all them things there. Farm up the land, use the land and the farmland, them and farm up the farmer with the farmer, them farm up the land. See, you know, stop. This what I import and the nasty food them I import from the US and all them things there. See, and I mash up the people, them out when they go in the hospital, you know. A big diabetic, you know, you see the people, them, you know. You look on the people, them leg them, you know, look on the people, them, you know, start. Swell up, you know. See, you know, you have to wonder, this is a pandemic in general. See, and it never used to go so. See, and most of the food of the people I eat, man. See, everybody have diabetes, everybody have some young youth. See, and the man, them have the land, them, you know. See, now give the farmer them, a matter of fact, them take the land them from the farmer them. See, can't work somehow, want to bring back Jamaica up on a level where, you know, I want a farming respect and all them things there. See, the people, them, Virgin, we are going to have a country where you import 6 times than we export. You know how country can't grow them with a motor. Can you imagine a man that makes 6 times the profit of you? See, and anything you buy, you know make no profit. You know what you do. You understand what I say? Can't continue, man. See? And when you bless up, come now, you say all the constitution thing that can be done so I go on already. I don't say the man them walk on. So I don't know. See, because the man there I write where he want to write, and the next man know like him not have no control over what I go on. So the mafia go boy Muta. Jamaica sit on a level in a way, you know. I don't know, you know, but the massive have to change Jamaica, you know. Yeah, man, we have to march out there and change Jamaica, man. Anyway, bless them.
Yeah, man, Ira, man, give thanks.
Yeah.
Give thanks. God taking Jaffa Cole out of Cote d'Ivoire with a burning spear tune, Slavery Days. Yes, Ill.
Hello?
Yeah, blessed.
Man. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yes, Simon here. Well, hear me now, bossy. Give thanks, you know. The other day I see Bob Marley's museum there, Bob Marley party. But 2 years step party and strong, we could have rushed the star, you know. We have to just jukes one time.
Okay. So you never see me that sit down and do the program. You couldn't come the time there.
As you walk in, I see all the bag them a strain and buy me for go for the whole place I rush for come take the bag. And I said, I know look how them gone with all my flat man and me for go take Mutabaruka and go chugger with
No, but me talk about when we start the program. You never see me.
Yeah, I come around there one at a time. I'm the right of the wall, let me stand up, you know. Right, let me there. When to me see place I get dark now like rain. And so me kind of lift gear.
Okay.
Well, bossy, let me get to some of the matter then quick. See, when you may listen to the program too, you know, back in our country with that, Cabo bring a lady there, Miss Mother, I tell her to come explain what it entails if we becoming a republic.
The minister.
Yeah, Mrs. Ford. Yeah, and much men how Cabo never fly the line. Come say ask my 2 questions because it reached to a point where Cabo said, well, right now it seems to me, Sesha said, and 2 of them want to move right now, the opposition has slow it down. And them next move is to go to a higher authority to get Jamaica.
The opposition has said them not.
Now we did so certain things.
I forgot
like cause them it's like seems like for them wanna say keep the crown, and the opposition has said no, lose everything if we just make one move and done. So them I say, well, if you are object against it, we still are gonna push through and see, you know. So me.
Hello? Well, I him get cut off, Bridget. Him get cut off.
What we are witnessing at our borders with black and brown families today is not who America has become. This is who America has always been. We have been here before. I know it feels brand new, but it's not. America snatched indigenous children from their families and their land in the name of God. America enslaved African-born children from their families for subjugation and control in the name of God. America snatched Japanese American children from their families, ruled by fabricated fear in the name of God. America snatched 250,000 predominantly black and brown children from parents who are caged in a prison industrial complex that is too profitable for the few in the name of God. And let us not forget, America sent back fleeing Jewish refugees back to their death in the name of God. America snatched over 30,000 children and caged them in juvenile detention centers where we would rather incarcerate than educate in the name of God. America has been here before, and here we are again, declaring with.
Balancing the truth and the controversy, addressing the youth and their calamity, motivated by concern for the whole of our liberty, the promise of a new reality, the cutting edge of true intensity.
So here's the thing. I'm 53, and so racism is generational, meaning that racism has changed over the years from what it used to be in the 60s and the 70s, even in the 80s. Racism these days is more subtle. My concern, my fear, I have a 30-year-old son and a 24-year-old daughter. My concern for them is that this generation is angry, but this generation isn't getting together to collectively do something about the issue. So while my generation was about the awareness, you have to be aware, you have to go out there, you have to create the movement. We would sit in, sit out, stand up, stand out. This generation is like, well, I really don't need to do that because I can sit anywhere I want to. I can live anywhere I want to. I can go anywhere that I want to. This is the thing. The mentality of the individuals who practice racism has not changed. The only thing that's changed is the way in which they express it. Racism is something that is taught. You are taught, don't like that person because they're black. If you look at 2 little children, 3, 4, 5 children playing in a park, they want to play because they're all little kids. They get older and they're told, no, you can't do this. Timmy can't play with Jaquanda. It just doesn't happen. Chica, get out of the road. This is New York. So the issue is that this generation needs to recognize, even though you think you can live anywhere, you try moving into an all-white neighborhood where they really don't want you, the cross will come. They will still burn it. So it's not that we can truly live anywhere we want to. It's just that we have more areas that we can live. The reason that we're not as dedicated as a group to fighting the issue of racism is because before we were all subjected to live in one location, in one area. We supported each other in our black businesses. That's why you had black millionaires. What do we do now? We give other people our money. If all black people stop going to the movie theater, guess what? None of those movies that are hits would be hits. Why? Because ain't nobody go to the movies like black folks. We spend our money, but we don't go to see our movies. We go to see other people's movies. And so they say, since nobody goes to see black movies, and they go, we're not going to make any black movies. Back in the day when you could only go to the all-Negro theater, guess what? Everybody went. Everybody supported it. Now that we have choices, we've left our people behind. So my recommendation, my suggestion, my commitment, my prayer, my hope for your generation is love what you're doing, but you got to recognize that the power is in the numbers. The power is in doing it together. The power is in being a collective, cohesive unit, which we're not. Other races recognize that about us, and so from even a financial perspective of how we spend money, that's where the racism comes into play. They won't go into our stores, but they want our money. They won't come into our neighborhoods, but they want us to spend money in their neighborhoods. They won't come into a black car dealership, but we're the ones who drive some of the very, very expensive cars. So it's not that we don't have the money. We just need to be educated about how we spend it, because we have more power than we realize. We just don't know how to utilize and wield that power. If black people, nobody else but black people, decided that they were going to stop for one day, a 24-hour period, to stop spending, they would be amazed at the impact they would have. But no matter how much black people get together and say they're going to do that, there's always somebody somewhere who is like, I'm going to go to that gas station anyway. I'm going to go to that place anyway. And that's why it doesn't change and it doesn't end. But make no mistake, racism in America is alive and well. It has not died. It has not changed. This experience that my daughter had 3 weeks ago in Stone Mountain shows me that there's a whole other generation of people out there proposing racism, supporting it. They truly believe in it. The next time you're in a mall and a white person bounces into you, see if they say sorry. They don't even see you. They don't know you're there. So it's not that they're being rude. Honestly, they don't see you. It's called being invisible. I'm not American. This has been an amazing experience for me, coming to this country as an adult, having children in a society that I don't know anything about, coming from a country where everybody is black and we don't refer to people by color. You have to learn how to adapt to this environment. My request of your generation is explore outside the boundaries of America, because what it is that you're trying to do, it may not necessarily survive here, but there are other places where you can truly live, be powerful, be wonderful, be free. But having to do that in America is going to take far, far more time, far more commitment.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, blessed.
Greetings, Muta.
Aye.
I am the one who spoke to you last week, Thursday, on the birth certificate thing. Remember me tell about?
Yeah, me remember.
Alright, the youth when name Ubuntu Zulu. He must say, he would have shouted at the night or so. He said me to ask for the permission if he can call you.
Oh, you mean him not have permission to call me, man? You not have permission to call me, you just call.
No, he must say, him no want to come and bring forth the topic or anything and you cut him off. Nothing like that, you know.
Oh, are the cussing him free, huh?
Alright, anyway, Musa, you know what I ask about? The festival competition, right? No one ever enter a night with no dog poet yet. Dog poet no classify as no.
I don't know because them eliminate, you know. So one could have in there, I never hear it yet, I don't know. I can tell you yes or no about that.
You know, so more enter this year, but more go with a dog poet style because all
you don't do it, man, how you mean? Maybe you win because that style is unique.
Yeah, but when we talk to them, I know, say, like, say, it have to do like the regular festival song.
What is the regular festival song?
Like Bam Bam and them song there.
No, man, I know everyone sound like Bam Bam, man. Where you at, man? Bam Bam a long time, something, man. A long time, I don't hear one who sound like Bam Bam.
Nothing like, I want to try the dope
test it, watch out, don't try it. I'm going to think not try it, I failure, you know.
Alright, thanks to the full encouragement still.
No, but if you know, you say if you try and you win, remember say 10% of the $1 million, you know.
$3 million this year, you know.
Hey, that means that $30,000, I forget then.
Don't worry yourself.
When I say 30,000, 300,000, when I say 30,000. 10% at 3 million at 30,000. So try it, man. Try it. Trust me, try it.
Yeah, man. I'm going to do it, man.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, more large up whole have a beer crew them still. All of the taxi driver them on the whole have a beer route. Big up my girlfriend, Marsha. All the Quick Rex scaffolder, the JEP crew, IWSMP J crew, same way. And condolences to my virgin Andrew, otherwise called Bayer from Olava Bay, the passing of his grandma, Miss Jude from Olava Bay. So.
Okay.
Yeah, man, because I saw the thing going on, brother. So give thanks, Muta. I'm going to short Ubuntu. I'm making give a short night. Yeah.
All right, sir. Give thanks, man.
Yes, I respect.
Yes, so where will they know? Where did they ask? I guess over there. We will play this.
Do you want a better Africa? Believe it or not, for Africa to change, the way religion is delivered must change. Churches should stop preaching about miracles and breakthroughs. Popular preaching such as sowing a seed or, give and it shall be given unto you, have been misinterpreted for personal gain. No wonder pastors of today are so rich and yet the whole congregation and people around them remain poor. We are stuck with a generation of Africans who act as if God is the rewarder of laziness and poverty. The message churches send is that it is possible to reap where you did not sow, meaning you can get something out of nothing. Why should a child choose to learn the hard way if there is an easier way? The live for today attitude does not create wealth and people die without leaving any legacy. You then sit and wonder why Africa is the way it is today? The gospel of prosperity should be shamed and work around the fact that laziness can never reap real success. Christianity has played a very big role to the fall of Africa today, but that is not what it is intended for. Spreading messages of instant success have led to a generation of people who are thirsty for instant results, immediate relief, and effortless profit. The messages should not just focus of tithing and sowing seed, blessings, miracles, breakthroughs, and wonders. Churches should stop glorifying riches acquired through miraculous sources, Stop preaching fear and stop focusing on what the devil or witches did, does, or will do. Instead they should preach positive news and focus on messages that add value to the communities such as hard work, creativity, dedication, commitment, perseverance, and responsibility. Pastors can promote good community initiatives such as cleaning the surroundings, and encourage creativity and innovation. Instead of waiting for our governments to do what they do not do, we can start helping ourselves, through humanism. The brother who becomes a millionaire by simply sowing a seed, does not help build a better community, and the message of such success should not be spread and showcased. Instead the applause should go to someone who has succeeded by hard work and perseverance. Start preaching the gospel of working hard, produce goods and services, planning, critical thinking analysis, strategy, visibility plans, system building, market and customer analysis, and the process involved in production of goods and services. This is how noble people and wealth is created. Rushing a sick person to church for prayers does not prevent that person from dying, but correct medication and treatment will. Haven't you wondered why people in Africa still died of Ebola despite prayers? Preach the real word of God instead. You do not need the pastor's blessings to create wealth in life. Wealth and clean cities don't come by miracle or magic. Religious superstitions, such as the shout of, "I receive it," and the loudest shout of, "Amen," is not enough to fulfill your wishes. True religion and true Christianity must, and can only, produce productive youth. For Africa to be globally competitive, education alone is not enough. We need to nurture creativity, innovation, and good governance. What is an engineering degree doing if you cannot even produce a water pump? Ask yourself a question: what have other people created with a similar qualification other than just looking for a job? Please, be slow to anger, slow to judge, quick to listen and try to understand. If not for you, do it for your children.
Balancing the truth and the controversy, addressing the youth and their calamity, motivated by concern for the whole of our liberty. The promise of a new reality, the cutting edge of true intensity, sole provider for the whole of our family, the force of brutal non-conformity, the cutting edge.
Body parts. They've been selling body parts. That's old. That's not new. That's why black people don't like to go to hospitals. They go to get their toes clipped, their fingernails clipped, and they wake up and their foot's gone.
They've been utilizing the organs of black people for years, the organs and the body parts and the members of African American people, and that goes back to George Washington. There's a long time myth that George Washington had wooden teeth. We've heard that myth growing up in school. The reality is George Washington did not have wooden teeth because common sense will tell you you can't put wood in your mouth, it gets wet and wet wood is useless. What George Washington did, he had the teeth of his African slaves yanked out of their mouths and he made dentures out of these teeth. And they're on display. His dentures are on display at museums right now. And that just goes to show the history of African people having our bodies mutilated and our members disfigured.
All right, we're going to stop this. To take the call. Hail.
Hail, Muta.
Yes.
You can hear me?
Yeah, man, we can hear you.
Man, greetings, man. Oh, gosh, man. How long from the year start trying to reach you? This phone been giving me a one-time bridging. How the eye doing?
I do quite okay, man.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to you in a while, in about 3-4 years back when I was in school. I'm finishing up now about 3-4 years ago. I did call you and talk to the eye, but I just want to give thanks to the eye because, say, in them struggle that like I finish off 3 degrees, one in electric energy engineering science. Yeah, I'm not doing renewable energy engineering now. So I'm going on my last year in fall. I'm finishing up solar, wind.
That's very good, very good.
Yeah, man. They call in Kabul one time to after barrel because the people them out in the west, they never have no electricity and them thing there. Them thing they like some little easy thing. I know people spend money on the wrong thing them sometimes. Because you have a little solar panel and a battery and a little inverter and one LED light. Nobody no really supposed to in a darkness, you know, in a them time, because people are spending money on lots of things. And, you know, even one at a time, a few months back, near so some youth did die in Kingston because they did have some candle or something to get light in the night. And I don't know, please catch a fire.
Catch a fire.
Yeah, them things they're like, it's hurtful, you know, in a them time.
Any one of them hardware store you're going to, you can't get a solar light for buy.
Yeah, all of them little things there, you know, little technologies and things out there where you can utilize and them things.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, so when they're foreign, you know, I'm in Florida and I just finished up a project last year. It's called RESAT, Renewable Energy Sustainable Agri-Tech, because there's some things going on in a yard, but the government now will really help the people. I wish I had more time and the ability to call in and share more things with them. But, you know, I figure like out in West, I can't understand because Jamaica, in the cockpit, it's there's a lot of rainfall. You understand, Bridget? And that water has to come down through gravity. So whether it's above ground or underground, if you're in a St. Elizabeth Island place there, I kind of guarantee like there's wells under the ground. You may have to dig a couple 100 feet down or wherever, but you can tap into a well. And, you know, these are like simple little technology. Them have pumps right now where you can just have a solar run it again. It's called like a heliac pump. Them pump like 30, 40 gallon a minute, Virgin. That's like 1,800 gallon in an hour. And you can fill up all one 2,000, 3,000 water container. Then you hook up like drip you use the drip system like fertigation, where you can, when the water are drip to the plant, then them can get the nutrients. And you don't even really have to use chemicals, so you can use compost tea and build your own natural fertilizer. And use them things because water under the ground and catch rainfall. And even if you want to bring it in at the house, you don't really have to drink it, but you can filter it if you want to bathe or wash with it.
Or use toilet, not toilet and all them here there.
Yeah, there's sustainability. It's hurtful sometime in a year, like, you know, Jamaica, they're not investing the right way to make the people in life comfortable. And even like farmers is a thing, like people scrounge on it, and with food insecurity and things that's going on right now. Because, you know, I did a research for a project which will get a UN recognition, so big recognition as a climate activist, because 38% of school students suffer from food insecurity. That's a stats I got in America. I don't know what it's like in Jamaica. That means it's malnutrition. Once you have their food insecurity, the youth them not eat right, you know. And that's terrible, man. I mean, that's disastrous. I mean, with the junk food, and sometimes I hear you talk about the vendor them outside of the school and thing, and there's nothing healthy that they're consuming, not even at home to balance the diet, like even when they're out the door. So the farming is a very important survival thing, and even water is a precious commodity right now. There's companies that come from the Middle East, you know, most of them come in America with some big tanker, you know, and buy water, you know, and bring back to the Middle East and certain countries to have water, you know, so people to understand how precious the water sources are, and even those water sources that's in Jamaica, to protect them even with mining and certain development, because all them households them are built up. Nobody's studying the pollution to the environment and the runoff and all those things that affect the environment. And it's a rundown money, and that's dangerous. So Jamaica have to be careful how they must step up in a technology, these highways and all of these things. And, you know, look at the farming as a serious, sustainable thing. And I'm sure there's water down in the west there where they can dig wells if them are listen. You need to check that out. You dig well. Also, if you have up even 1, 2 DC, a DC pump with a solar panel, you don't even need an inverter. Just the pump. You pump up the water. If I told you in 1 hour you can pump up over 1,000 gallons of water, and these pumps up here for like, they must sell them for like 800 US. They're called heliac pump. They're like a centrifugal pump. They're very efficient at bringing up water from deep into the earth, depending on where you have to go down. And you can pump up that water. Yeah. You can also build your own little pond, them, line it with them have these things called pond liner. They're not non-polluting, so there's nothing to worry about. You can have your little pond when rain falls certain time of year. You catch water, you know, use that. You know, we have to think like sustainable and and look at things, brethren, and research, because a lot of people have access to the internet, but these things, you can look on it and people intelligent, and you have your youth, man. We should check out some things and look at the farming and look at sustainable farming and if you kill the soil in a motor and you spray a gram upon it and you use these pesticides and them thing there, you see once you kill the soil, brethren, all those beneficial microbes and bacteria them what to feed the roots them, because the roots them give off a sugar, and then the bacteria them, the beneficial microbes them feed off of that and then keep that symbiotic relationship for make the soil natural and rich. Once you start using pesticide and chemicals and poison the soil,
gone.
It's dead, man. It's dead. It's not, I don't know, Lazarus thing where you can find nothing to bring it back to life, brethren. You're killing the soil. So you have to protect the soil. And I don't even know if